Oh, I didn't clean out from under my fingernails from cleaning stuff all day. Dover's going to be so disappointed. Hope she doesn't show up. Hey guys. Yeah, you got to vote. There was one vote until right before the show started. I don't care what we do. Looks like we're going to have, hey, Reg, looks like we're going to have sudden death. Everybody was complaining about sudden death the other day. Now there's only two people here that want it or that don't want it. She didn't get any today. She doesn't get them every day, just lots of days. They said they have already built the infrastructure to have the stuff shipped like Amazon from warehouses here in the US anyway. And they're sending all those illegals back. Don't know how they're going to find anybody to make knockoff Timmy stamps that sell for $1.04. I think you're going to have to pay them a little bit more than 30 cents a day or something. Yeah, they overturned it. I don't know. They reversed it anyway. And it's just the post. It was just the postal service. They were still coming with FedEx and UPS and everything. Well, Mama of Bugs, we're going to get started here. You can watch what people get. No, my uncle doesn't step on them, but I'm here a lot of times when the mail comes, so I would be witnessing him stepping on stuff. All right, it looks like sudden death has won it. So welcome in. If you've never been here before me, or before after reading the chat, if you've never been here before, I'm Josh, and I have the website beforetimes.shop. And tonight I'm going to do a mixture of old paper, and I'm going to do it much like I did the other day. Just all sorts of different stuff, and we're going to do $1 or $2 starts. And we're going to do real short auctions, like 10 seconds. And you guys pick sudden death, so that's what we're going to do. I'll probably have a couple photo albums. I won't take all night selling them if I put one up there. But remember, it's sudden death. So if there's something you want, you can't wait till the last minute or the last second and swipe. You have to put in a custom bid if you want to bid more than whatever the next bid increment is. And if you don't know how to do that, I don't know either. There's a custom button there somewhere. No bitching. No bitching from me or from people that are pissed off because they lost out. Rag, that's my thing. I bitch. Okay. End poll. All right, sudden death one. So it's gone. Okay. So here we go. And we'll just go as long tonight as you guys keep buying stuff, I guess. There's one of those notebooks like I had on Sunday. It's full. This one's dated 18. No, that's not a date. I don't know. The other one that I had was like dated 1870, I think. 1870 something. I don't know. I don't see a date in this one. But it's a school notebook with stuff written in it. So that's what it is. Hey, Moody. Okay, so here we go. We're going to change the time to 10 seconds. Sudden death. And that's running. Oh, I got skull and crossbones. That's fancy. How's Mr. Bishy doing, Bishy? Thank you, Brad. All right, here's another one, much the same thing. And this is the last one that I know that I have. Victorian school notebook with school stuff in it. It's running. And thank you, Mom. All right, I got a little tiny photo album here. Well, not super tiny, but that's my $2 bill for size reference. But great distance. I'll flip through this relatively quickly. Ohio, does Maine do a lot of shows like last night? Like the coin show? So these are in corners. They're not pasted in, so you can remove them. It's in pretty nice condition. Who's bitching, Bishy? Bishy? Oh, that one's an invisible one. It's like a fire siren or something up there. This guy likes to climb stuff. Ladies in trees. And guy's gonna murder that woman. Little junk. That one's pasted in. And oh, there are more. So I'm guessing what do we say? Around 1920? They're sharing that woman. And that one's another invisible, and that's it. So you get that album that I just showed you. And if you just join me, it's 10 seconds sudden death. So be quick. or try to wait till the very end and get it for $2. Thank you, Brad. All right, this is I don't know. Can paper be roached? This is this is rough. 1865 ledger page. All sorts of folded and stained and falling apart. It's running. It is beautiful. How fancy. Roach, that's what they say in American Pickers about all the stuff that's all rusty and falling apart. Thank you, Ohio. All right, I pulled that out of this next thing. Here, do you want me to run another one for $2, Bat Mom, or you just admiring it? I'll run that for $2. 1864. It's probably a Civil War ledger page. Hey, Shan. Okay, there's two come out of this thing. This is rough. I can't believe I'm going to try to sell it. If somebody bids on it, I won't be able to believe that either. It's an old ledger. Need advertising, but it's got a whole bunch of old newspapers. Look how many. Ohio is crafting with old newspapers today. Oh, I'm ripping them. Oh, just destroy them before you get them. It's from Corey. Where's Pick? Adam would want this. 1917 on the paper there, but there's more. A bunch of this. And then these pages, somebody cut out and pasted poems and news stories or whatever too. But oh, look, there's all sorts of crap in here. This is the worst condition one of these I've ever tried to sell. Maybe that I've ever had. Look, it's like falling apart. Dedicated to the gallant defenders of our national union song, Pennsylvania's March to Battle. That's pretty neat. But there's stuff written under the, see, there's stuff written under the stuff that's pasted in. But that's what it is. It's $2. It's running. Just stick your max bid for $50 in right now. So you won't, make sure you get it. Thank you, Maine. Maine, I was working last night listening to your show, and that was entertaining. It would be interesting to see a breakdown of what you make on a show like that, and also what the people spend. I think I might be able to break even with what I bought, but so mounted photo. dude and four chicks. Cute little kid. Look how cute she is. Her hair's all curly. They're all good looking. Look at that. Good looking family. And they're from Erie, Pennsylvania. It's running. Hey, Ghost. This year reminded me that you have a show this weekend, Ghost. I didn't know it was coming up that quick. Thank you, Ohio. Yeah, if you guys are sellers, feel free to advertise your shows. All right, there's going to be a handful of whatever's in here. It looks like greeting cards. I assume they're used. You should assume that too. Oh, it's got kitties on it. Saturday at 6:30. Is it your blues show? Bishy has Crafty Crime coming up. I like Crafty Crime shows. Rock and Metal Cassettes by Ghost. Whenever he said, I've forgotten already. Saturday at 6:30. And you missed Jen's show for the week. She's on Monday. Okay, so there's a cabinet card. Oh, now there's some photos. I had a photo of this woman. If you missed me the other day, I've got like 25 banana boxes full of paper here behind me that I'm trying to get rid of. But I had a photo of that lady eating an ice cream cone. It was pretty cute. So that's the pile. Greeting cards, some photos. Happy looking woman in a windbreaker. It's running. It's try selling like this goes. Just show them and run them real quick. Thank you, Ohio. And have Ohio come in and buy them all. Dusty. Mounted photo. Whole bunch of dudes sitting at tables in a pretty fancy Victorian dome top room. That one's running. Thank you, Brad. No, Ohio. You seem to do well. Someday I hope to get as many people in my show as you have as you get in your crafting shows lately. Some sort of new old stock Atlantic pamphlets. Like sign up for a credit card or something. I'm guessing 70s, 80s. See, we'll just throw those in the box. Just buck and go, everything ghost. Trust the chat. So this is a Briggs grocery store. It's from Corey, PA. Oh man, you guys should tag Pick and get her in here. Adam is missing out on so much bullshit. Are you here, Adam? So it's a calendar. There's some writing on it. Anyway, it's a 1950 calendar advertising a grocery store in Corey, Pennsylvania. 10 seconds, sudden death. For $2, I probably ought to just set the stuff to the side and take it to him some Monday night. I know he goes to an auction every Monday. It's the only place I've ever seen the. Well, I've seen one more auction, but that one auction is the only place I ever see the guy. All right, here we go. We got, I don't know, some book that says record on it. It's a record, it's like a ledger of some sort. Starts 1921. Pick, you missed the Corey advertising calendar from 1950. I think it had cows on it too. Sold for $2. Adam would have been, he'd been getting hugs. So, what did I say? 1920. It's full. Got some receipts in there. It says a billhead from Corey, PA. Don't leave, Pick. Thomas Motor Company. All those things. Little envelope. Western Auto receipt. Erie Dry Goods receipts. Oh, there's some more receipts. Oh, I'm taking too long to show stuff. Myself for $2. We were trying to $2, 10 seconds, sudden death on that thing there with the stuff inside. Good evening, junkie. Thank you, Brandon. My trip. I don't see a date in it. It's just got mileage. It's got dates, but no years. I don't know why anyone would want this. It's got empty pages you could write in. You could make it into a little junk journal. But look, it's got what they spent on oil and gas and how far they went and the mileage and all sorts of stuff. And that is running. You can do it anytime you want, Chip and Sissy. Thank you, Brad. Oh, pick. No, I don't know why anyone would want any of this stuff. But I don't like stuff, so. All right. Let's do a lot of these. Get some of these out there. Here's just some sheets. Some of them have stamps. I wrote on that one. Not a whole lot. Oh, maybe most of them don't have stamps. Yes. Oh, that's all the ones with stamps. Well, that's not a very good law. It adds an 8 by 10s of people on steps. And here's a Chown School, class of 1941. Not clown, Chown. So you get those, $2. Born a Bit Vintage, thank you for the raise. Everybody give Born a Bit Vintage a follow. All right. You guys following Born a Bit Vintage? Do it. All right. If you weren't here the other day, I tried something new. Instead of doing $1 star giveaways for the raids, I started doing the flash sales for 5 minutes uh, after a raid. So this is going to be in honor of Warnabit Vintage. I appreciate the raid, and you guys that were here and you guys that come in. Uh, take 5 minutes and look through my store. And if you see something you want, put it in the chat, and I will make it a flash sale for 75% off of whatever it's marked. And if you don't want to participate, don't. You can go somewhere else or just sit here for 5 minutes. Oh, I'm going to put it over here because somebody will send me some sort of hideous text that'll show up and everybody will see it. 5 minutes. So put it in the chat if you want something, a photo, postcards. It's all ephemera in there. And it'll be 75% off. I did this the other day, and the people that were here, I didn't really have any negative comments about it. People seemed to like it. There's like 800 and some things in there. It's all ephemera, and it's all priced higher than you what guys want to pay during an auction. So put it in the chat, and I'll do a flash sale for 75% off of whatever. But when the time runs out, we'll stop. Oh, I set it for 5 hours, so I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna rely on the chime. I gotta pay attention to the clock. No, Ghost, not at all. You don't have it. Nobody has to do it. You don't feel you have to. But I'm not going to sell anything for 5 minutes unless it's in the flash sale. I'm going to gather stuff up if nobody's going to uh, bid anything, and I'll get stuff ready to sell after the 5 minutes is up. That's my weekly 7 o'clock alarm that for some reason I just don't unset. Two-seated woman tintype. Two-seated young women. 15 seconds. It's running on the two-seated women. Seated fancy black couple. 15 seconds is running. Hummingbird nest. If I missed something, just repeat yourself. Hummingbird nest is running. Thank you, One a Bit Vintage, and thanks again for the raid. If you just joined me, we're doing a flash sale for 5 minutes. You got 3 minutes left. Just tell me in the chat what you want me to run from my store for 75% off, and that's in honor of One a Bit Vintage rated us. Two couples. Two couples in the studio is running 15 seconds. Black girl diapers. Black girl diapers, 15 seconds running. And chill barn. The Windshield barn is running 15 seconds. And that's 5 minutes. So thank you, One a Bit Vintage, for that raid. I don't know. I've never bought anything on a flash sale, Mom. I don't know what it looks like. Sorry. And I don't pay attention to all the shit that flashes up on the screen when I'm selling. So I don't know. It'll show up in your bought items if you purchase something. All right, back to the $2 setting desk. We'll do a lot of checks here. Try to give you an assortment. So these are $18.99. D.B. Kurtz, attorney at law from Lawrence County. I'm assuming Lawrence County, Pennsylvania. There's 5 of those. 1884 Globe National Bank was a bunch of those, probably, I don't know, 7, something like that. Those are from 1884. 1879 Bank of Rochester. Several of those from 1879. Then Emlenton, PA, 1890s. These are unused, so you can fill these out. You can put your own fancy writing on them. Ozark Time Traveler rated you. Old Colony Railroad from Boston. That's from 1894. There's a few of those, maybe five. And First National Bank of Bel Air, Ohio. 1922. So those are new ones. 1922. They're like almost brand new. The other ones are like 1870. If you get that whole stack. We're going back to the 10-second sudden death. So if you just got here, we're doing sudden death. That was what was voted for tonight. So you get all those checks. Thank you, Ohio. And thank you guys for all your purchases in that little flash sale. Feel free to message me about if you like that or dislike it. The other day, everybody said they seem to like it. You secretly hate it and don't want to say so in the chat. Message me and tell me why and how much you hate it. You can vent with your text to talk and your whatnot messages. Yeah, but now my timer's set for 5 hours. Issue. I don't know if I can fix it. All right, what's this? This is like a ledger or something, an account book. This doesn't look super old. 1970s. Beanies. They were buying beanies. I don't know what beanies were in 1970s. But it's got ledger pages. You can cut it up. Or some sort of invoice. And there's some that are falling out in the back. And then there's some loose ones. Oh, what's this? It said grapes, I know. Oh, somebody was delinquent. What were they delinquent in? I don't know. Lots of stuff in the back there you can look at. Or not. Hey, Kristen, there's grapes in there. It's running. $2, 10 seconds, sudden death. Thank you, Batmon. And there's a picture of a dude and a horse and a tiny horse that I assume is nursing. Either that or pleasuring that other horse. I don't know. I've never actually seen a horse nursing. Some sort of sting, but it's mounted on a board. I think it was P. That one's running. Thank you, Brad. So there's a cardboard advertising sign for the Old Home Cafeteria in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's cardboard. It's about an 8 by 10. It's got some staining. It's got some soiling. It's got some fading. It is running. Single album page. Rough. Chicks. Chicks' butts and an airplane. That one's running. Well, you should have bid on that so you could have a tiny horse photo. All right, these I picked these up two up together. Pennsylvania Railroad tours. Old luggage tag of some sort. And a Boston and Providence Railroad. I don't know. Some sort of form from 1860. Both of those railroad items. And that's running. I'm so very tiny one. Ed Nicole, that is identified. Big, tall photo mounted on board. Little tiny photo mounted on board of some other chick. And yeah, how many other similar ones right here? Big giant one that I will regret selling if it sells. Unless you buy more than a couple times. As they're running, all three of them. Every time I sell a giant photo like that, the person only buys one thing. And it's like this monstrosity of a package that I have to try to Frankenstein together. Christy's like, that's me. Thank you, Christy. 14 minutes into packaging that, and I'll be telling myself, I'm never selling one like that again. And then the next show, I'll do it again. So this isn't the board isn't real super heavy on this one, but it is mounted on a matte board that's pretty stiff. But this is kind of a neat photo. Cute little kids. But interesting horse blanket down there. And those are running. Or that's running. Thank you, Christy. Well, if I can entice Christy to buy one more thing, she'll get free shipping for probably the rest of the night. And I'll be able to ship it in a priority box and not have the Frankenstein one. Do some cabinet cards. That's identified. That one's really crisp and clear. One's from Jamestown, New York. Identified. Another one from Jamestown. Very nice. That one's identified and dated 1898. And that woman's only got 5 fingers on her left hand. And that one looks like it's identified down there John something from Jamestown. So what is that? Five of them, five cabinet cards, and they're running. Five. Thank you, Christy. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You get the. I thank you so much. I could sell something. I could sell the next item for $50, and I will be more happy that you bought that one than the $50 one. The buck, pre-priced. So these two are in sleeves. Herbert Holmes. Dayton, Ohio on that dude. Bishy, my heart is jumping with joy, literally. I'm glad it made it, Dover. Providence, Rhode Island on that one says 246, and this will make 7. And that's from Gowanda, New York. Bat Mom says balls are warm and sweaty though. And that was a no. You got red texted. So those are running 10 seconds. No boobs. Thank you, Christy. Here's a pile of stuff. What we got here? We got the new second Cinerama. Meeting is so hard. I don't know, some sort of advertising postcard from 1956. It was on top of this. I don't know what. There's a binder or something down there. Maybe it's a photo album. We'll do that next. But looks like there's some ping pong type photos here. Make a little lot. Anybody that buys 3 things, no matter what they pay, is is wonderful. Which one, the goth one or the one with the little print on it? I don't know what those are. Get out my loop here. I look like bananas on her shirt, but probably know what they are. I don't know, Dover. I think you're saying loophole is what's getting banned. Yeah, and that one's from Harbor City, New Jersey. A fancy necklace. You can't say teen. That one's from Rochester, New York. Oh, there's one that's like that. And if you've never been to one of my shows before, about a third of them devolve into what you see right here. People see you can get away with in the chat. To get that whole pile of like CDVs, mounted photos, ping pongs, and whatever that 50s postcard was. And that is running. Oh, that's a big lot. Thank you, Jen. If you've never been to Jen shows, check hers out. They're usually on Monday nights. Anybody want a whole bag of oh, a whole bag of 35 millimeter slides? It's a gallon size baggie. It has settled in transit. But there's a bunch there, probably hundreds of them. It's running. That's right. Thank you, Christine. Christy's like, let's see if we can make it worse, though. Ohio bought a bunch of stuff off of me last Sunday or the Sunday before, and a stop sign. So I had to separate those. Yes, and this wonderful sign, if you didn't know, was made by the Suburban Bish, and you can try to convince her to make you one too. So these are they got little stand up things on them. Somebody made, I don't know, I think they're kangaroos. I don't know, Dover. I'm not on IG very much. People send me shit all the time, and the only time I honestly, off the top of my head, I don't even know how to look to see messages on there. If I see a message come through, I click on it. I'm not on IG very much. I didn't see that. Um, I because I list stuff on Instagram through the business manager, so I can list it to Facebook at the same time. I'll have to I'll have to dig around and see if I can find it. I'm always up for videos of pet genitals. I'm not though, so I'm just being a smartass. So didn't know that. Don't send me pictures of your pet's genitals, please. All right, there we go. I don't know. There's some cards and those things. It, it's running. Let's stick that in that box there. All right, here's some 8x10s looking things. So we'll make a little lot. Need old gas pumps. Some of these are, that's probably a reprint. It's got some age to it. Um, I don't utilize the clip feature very much. Check out those pants. He's wearing corduroys. He's got a full corduroy. 1976. Yeah, I don't care for those. Dated 1936. Looks like it's semi-identified. Little dancers, it looks like. And then there's that dude. It's the same dude. That's mounted on some sort of heavy board. I got a photo of Nixon and some chick. I assume it's his wife. And there's a little bit of a rough, a rough basketball photo. I don't know where it's from. 1959, though. So you get all of those 10 seconds. Oh, look at all that wasted time. Oh, Crash Fish's song again. Oh, we're gonna do that album. What's in there? Let's see. Maybe I better look before I say that. Oh no, we don't want to do this. That's not an album. All right, we're gonna do a little. Yeah, this is a Bond and doesn't have much in it. Oh. And there's an economy savings and loan bank book from 1888. It's mostly empty. We could do that there. Sun glints on life's journey. 1917. The Rosemary booklets. Interesting. Some sort of poetry book. It's kind of got like a leather cover. That looks nice. Sun glints on life's journey. The Rosemary booklets and all the rest of that stuff. Beaver Falls. That's right. Beaver Falls. 10 seconds. Sudden death. Thank you, Brad. All right. What did I miss? Butterflies here, and Crystal needs a pill. I suppose. Are you just gonna stay there? Or are you gonna drive the whole way back down? Or are you gonna watch her here? You gonna bring her here? Or... I'm okay with it either way. Oh, yeah, good point. I hope now you're gonna stay there after that comment. Okay, 1909. That one's kind of nice. The Barlow Hardware Company, mail, plumbing, and lumberman supplies and bicycles. She got me sick the last time she visited, but it's okay. She's fun. She's cute. Corey, did pick leave? Corey, they're all from Corey. And you'd be Adam's best friend. I could hook you up with enough stuff to feed Adam for the next year. You probably already got enough stuff for me to feed Adam for the next year. So lots of bill heads. Some of them are kind of nice. Some of them are kind of, yeah. That is running. 1908 newspaper one. The Ashland Stock Food Grist Mill one. Daily Ledger. Thank you, Christy. The other day, I could not find where my size reference $2 bill was. And I went to ship this stuff from my last paper show, and it was stuffed into somebody's photos. I hope whoever it was didn't think that they were getting a $2 bill, because you will be so disappointed. All right, anybody want some movie posters? That'd be fun to ship. Yeah, and it's laminated and everything. I would. Oh, I won't send this off. All right, look at this. This is a Kiss Me Kate poster. I should have come up with a better way to do that. I don't know. It's Catherine Grayson, Ann Miller, and Howard Keel. I'm guessing. 1953, but it's real big. Do you love your granddaughter? Did I miss something, Butterfly? Um, Not the best condition, and somebody folded it up, so you're gonna get it folded up. But she's getting spanked. Oh, I don't mind watching her either. I just was curious as to whether you were staying down there with them or whether you were bringing her home. So that's running $2. 1950, whatever I said. Kiss Me Kate, original movie poster. Wow, nobody wants. So I guess so. There's one for Adventures of Rusty. I'm not going to unfold it though. Adventures of Rusty. She, but she just, she'll, oh dear God, I think she's going to turn 3, right? In a month. And that is running. How are you will bring her home for a whole week? She turns 4 at the end of March. She's already 3. All right. Nobody wants movie posters. Anyone want movie posters? Nobody wants movie posters. Okay. We'll stick that in the box. Oh, there's all sorts of interesting stuff here. This folder was this folder was labeled General Dynamics. So this is probably another Corey item that Adam would like. I believe they made parts for airplanes quite a while, but just a bunch of ephemera for General Dynamics. Maybe they weren't from Corey. I don't know. Pretty sure they had a factory there. But a bunch of you hate Sunday. We voted. Did you vote Butterfly? I had a poll. It was lopsided. I don't know. It's General Dynamics anyway. It's a bunch of pictures of planes and bombs and promotional materials. There's some more. And that's from. Well, you can vote. Yeah, that'll go in the box. Well, the people that also hate sudden death probably would have appreciated the extra vote. It was pretty lopsided, though. So this is a fairly rough. It's got some wear. It's got some staining, fading. That's a Chappelle's Seed Store from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Seed catalog from 1925. Not bad inside, but it's in black and white. Is it corn? I don't know. I'm sure there's corn in here. There's corn. Corn. There's more corn. There's a little chick house. There. How much were milk bottles? $9.75 per gross. A gross is 144, right? So they were what, 6 cents each, something like that. Custom made milk bottles. Anyway, it's running. Seed catalog 1925 from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Wow, Bat Mom, good deal. You stole that. You got your corn. 1941 on this one. No, no, Bat Mom. If I could get $2 a piece for every piece of paper that I've got here behind me, I could not work for a year. Of course, it would take me a year to sell them. 1941. Got some neat illustrations in it. Not perfect. Jack o' Lantern twins. It's interesting. And that's running. Jack o' Lantern twins book. Thank you, Ohio. Holy cow, Ohio. You might want to resell that one. Boy, that not in perfect condition, but that's a pretty good one. Well, the highest on Worth Point sold for $168.50. But that's just, I mean, just glancing at it. They've come down in value. There's one that sold this year for $10, and one this year that sold this year for 42. This year I've got a whole building full of stuff. I mean, I'm trying to sell it to you guys. Why didn't you bid? Now you resell it and make a profit. That doesn't mean that'll sell for that. I thought that was a neat looking book. You ever see one of those? I think that's small. It's a 3-story chicken house. It's 28 by 28 feet. So there's one of these in town, um, which is bigger though. It's probably 60 by 100, but it's 3 stories. The one in town might be 4, but it's freaking crazy. You've never seen one of these. They're very interesting. And if you ever get a chance to go in one, go in one. They This is the only one I've ever been in, the one in town. It has floors that are concrete, and this is a Pennsylvania farmer from 1931, but they made them before that even. There's kind of chicken houses, but the floors are concrete, and what they do is they pour. I don't think there have been chickens in the one I was in for a long time. Uh, but they put chicken wire over the floor, and then they pour concrete over it, And they must put like boards or plywood or something underneath it to keep it from falling out, and then they take that off. So the floors, once they're dry, are nothing but concrete for like 3 or 4 stories. It's just like a barn pit. That like picture those mail pouch barns you see that they put like 4 stories in them, and there it's running earlier. Uh and you're walking on chicken wire and a very thin layer of concrete. But then they can scrape out the chicken shit much easier. I don't know. There might be parts of the country that those are very common. I've only ever seen one, and it was pretty interesting. So what's this? I'm gonna do. Let's do a lot of photos because that's what's sitting here. She's all sorts of warped. More postcards. Are you? Do you have a show Saturday, Chip and Sissy? Oh my, that's high. Chip and Sissy are having a show Saturday, everybody. And Bishy is modding it. Oh, look at that. There's some interesting postcards that were in that old envelope. We'll do those next. Yeah. And I have a few more. Don't know what they are. They're in folders. Same one. Same picture, the same dude. Little boy holding the rosary. Kind of a neat Art Deco looking one. Well, if you want 3 pictures, 3 identical pictures of that dude, this is the lot for you. And that is running. Thank you, Brett. And these postcards were in this envelope here. It's like a little grocery bag. So I'm gonna. No, they're not perfect, but they're not bad. All right, I'll try them one at a time. And what doesn't sell, I'll throw in the little box. So there's Mill Street, Pittsburgh, PA. From the Educational Museum Normal School. What is this? Anyway, that's the postcard. And that's running. It's Santa Claus. Pretty nice condition on the front. The back is got some glue from an album. It's embossed and unused. Now you can have both of them. We'll just keep adding to it till somebody buys them. And that is running. Thank you, Chip and Sissy. And the next one is this German one. Rounded corners, meant to be that way. Santa in a purple robe, embossed. 1912 postmark on it. A little tear and crease and soiling from Aunt Hattie. And that's right. $2, 10 seconds. Thank you, chicken sister. Good deal on that. You don't find too many purple Santas. And I'll just throw that in. Nobody else want to bid, you can have another one. So you get the other Santa. All right, here. I don't think I sold any of the paint by numbers the other day, did I? Here's some paint by numbers on velvet to horse. That one's running. Yeah, I've tried these since I've got them here. Kind of Japanese or Chinese pagoda scenes. Two of them on velvet. And try this one. Nice condition. You guys get stuff quick. The mail must be faster than it used to be. I don't know what that is. 18 by 12, maybe. It's running on the paint by number. Thank you, Brad. And give me a second. I gotta swap out my boxes, and then I will do this photo album. After I get a new box. And I'm gonna make this the 1 pound rate or whatever the heavier weight is because somebody wins this. It's never gonna go for 7 ounces or whatever. But I'm gonna show it, and then it will be sudden death. So if you're interested in this, it's only gonna be 10 seconds. You have to bid on it, and then it'll end. So keep that in mind. I don't know what's in here. I haven't looked. Hey, Libby. This is a big one for this area. So you got BBs. Creepy Bunny Bishy. That woman's wearing a camouflage dress. Some of them are falling out. Wouldn't be a camo slip cover then. It'd probably be just a just a pretty slip cover that she bought a dress to match. Some photo corners. A kid in a high chair. Oh, better look at the Christmas one. I think that was a creeper shot there. Lady through the trees. They have a gallows set up in there. Oh, some fell out. It's a party. Someone in a chair. The dude in the chair. The dude and the chick in the broom. Oh, there's a creepy Raggedy Ann bishy. That kid had a lot of those creepy toys. Welcome in. I'm showing an album, and then I'll run it. Snapshots. I don't know. What does it say? Probably 1930s on this. It's a good sized album. Chicks and a dude having a picnic. That guy was probably having a very good time or a very bad time. Chick on a picnic table. Little girls dressed up like angels in front of a Christmas tree. Creepy Raggedy Ann in front of a Christmas tree. This is longer than I thought it was. Christmas pageant. How's the slaving going, Fishy? You keeping him on track with your exercises? So these are a number of loose ones. There's a whole bunch of loose ones falling out of the back. Like policemen or firemen in a parade. And it looks like there's more parade pics on this page. Troop Blaisdell. Oh, a whole bunch falling out. More parade pictures. More parade pictures. That looks like a real photo postcard souvenir from Niagara Falls. And we're almost done. Yeah, a few more pages. Here's a creepy skunk too. And that kid had a lot of stuffed toys. Oh, that's interesting. Halloween costumes on those people. Kid sitting on the toilet. And I think this is it. Some little kid wearing a wedding dress. That bunny's as big as she is. And a few fell out that I probably missed. But you get that album, pretty rough condition as far as the binding goes, but the photos are in okay condition. So I'm going to run it. It's going to be 10 seconds sudden death. So if you're interested, pay attention. It's going to run right now. It's running. And get the photo album with all the photos. Thank you, Brian. All right, I'm gonna run something else for a pound, the heavier weight, and this is gonna be a lot of advertisements. And somebody cut these out apparently out of magazines and mounted them in on cards and stuck them in envelope like big envelopes or baggies. Apparently, a long time ago. They look like they're in okay condition. The bags have some wear and they're dusty. And like this one's, it's just like cellophane around. This year's sign is taking a beating. But there's Country Gentleman Stove, Westinghouse Stove from 1952. It's going to be a decent size lot. I'll show them because I don't think anybody wants to buy these individually. They've got price tags on them. Mobile Home, 1960. That was a Home Journal from 1920. Florence Oil Range. See, that's. I think I have a. I don't have a rag close, but like that's dusty, but you've wiped it down. And a lot of them are praised. Ladies Home Journal, 1920. Frigidaire, 1958. More Frigidaire. Frigidaire from 19. Whirlpool from 1959. So lots of stuff of home products. But look, this is a big stack. I have a fridge, I think, identical to that. Electrolux Lux refrigerator. There's a washing machine ad from Ladies Home Journal in 1920. Nesco Safe-Matic stove, another big cast iron stove, and washing machines. So you get that whole pile. $2, 7.5. How many of I just showed you? It's running. Whole bunch of ads. Thank you, Libby's. Okay, we'll go back to the lightweight now. Some kind of ledger looking book. Lots of wear to this one, too. It says 1927, 28, 35. Lots of wear to it, but it's intact. Oh, it's from Corey, PA. So you've got some sort of advertising tape taping all these pages together. Apparently that was 1927. But all the pages look like they're full in there. Then it goes to 1928. Lots of pencil writing. So it's about half full of writing. The other half's blank. And that is running 10 seconds, $2, sudden death. Thank you, Ohio. And I got to get a box. I walked the other box over and didn't grab another one. There's 3 advertising ink blotters. Big ones, the heavy paper, the Wiskoy skull with the Riles headache tablets advertising on that one, and home insurance on that one. You get 3 of them, 3 big old ink blotters. Thank you, Christy. All right, I'm going to do a stack of letters in or envelopes. Oh, there's little tiny ones. That one's to Ned. I'm curious as to what's in these. There's a tiny little Christmas card from an anonymous person. There's nothing in there. Those ones are just sealed envelopes. But all right, I'm going to show this briefly. You're getting this stack. Pulled it out of a box of letters. 1920. No idea. Let's see, the Alta Loridod. There's a little Christmas card in there. Oh, there's some negatives in there too. I don't know what the negatives are. People. People in a boat. People in the woods. The lamp says hi back. A little tiny Christmas card. So I don't know. It's a mixed lot of stuff for you to look through. Mostly letters, some cards, getting all of it. 10 seconds, sudden death. 1919 on that one. Like around 1920. Thank you, Brad. Oh, this is rough. Covers falling off. Another seed catalog, berry catalog, plant book. Baldwin Witten Ackerman Nurseries in Bridgman, Michigan. Got raspberries on the back, strawberries on the front. Two of them there? Or is it just halfway through the book? There's another cover. That's odd. It's like there's a catalog inside of a catalog. There's Batman. You can look for corn. Grapevines. Anyway, it is what it is. $2. It's an error. That's right, pick. I was gonna say, if this doesn't sell for $2, we're gonna have to go page by page to try to find a piece of corn. Thank you, Jen. What's this? We have pictures of perfect health. Drug advertising from Corey, PA. The staples are rusty. See a date. But I'm guessing it's Victorian or turn of the century, something like that. No advertising book, medicine. And that is running. Thank you, Brad. It's a wooden pickle. Heinz advertising. Wood on that side. Looks like it's just paper. Who liked the pickles? Was it Hazy? Dawn likes pickles. Oh, and pick is a pickle. So it's running. It's a good 10, 12 inches long on the wood pickle. Libby wants a pickle. Thank you, Libby. Okay, we got two advertising memo books here. M.E. Wheeler and Company from Rutland, Vermont, 1915. It's got some writing in it. Some of the pages are blank. 1915 calendar in the front. So there's that one. And got some rusty staples here and some wear. Save your calves. Raise them without milk. Milk replacer advertising book. And it's got graph paper inside, and it doesn't look like there's anything written in it. And advertise for chicken feed in the back. I don't know, Jen. Sorry. None of this stuff is sorted. I've just got like 20 banana boxes sitting here. If I find one, I can tag you. So, um, I forgot to plug my laptop in, so I got to walk around my thing. So we're gonna do choice one or two, one or two. And if they don't sell for choice, I'll try to run them both. But it's running. All right, both of them. See if somebody wants both of them. Thank you, Bat Mom. Thanks for the follow, Treasure. Social Security benefits booklet from 1956. All you youngins will be telling your grandkids about how your grandparents used to get Social Security before President Elon shut you off. So what do we got here? Make a little lot. Yeah, youngins like you. Pick. That looks like it's identified. These are about 5x7s. 1969. People sitting at the table. That looks like that chick. Ah, there she is again. And we'll add a cowboy's life story. And we got two ink blotters to go along with that. This one's got a lot of wear to it. It's a shingle advertising ink blotter. Used. And there's an Aetna insurance group or company. Very lightly used. If President Elon says it's just going to hurt for a little bit and everything will be better in the end. This show is brought to you by Tesla. And that is running. Well, you guys have crushes on Elon. Thank you, Christy. Or did you mean suck it in a derogatory way? Oh, what's this? I'm creating quite the mess here. Butterfly, I don't. That mom might want. All right. So we got some little stuff here. It's all folded up. Those are receipts from the 40s and 50s. There's another one. Some payment stubs or something. Oh, there's a neat check from a receipt from 1953 with an eagle on it. What are you laughing at? Take me getting yelled at. And the CG Lucas Wholesale Poultry and Game. Poultry and Game Shippers. I don't see a date on that, but that's a pretty old piece there. It's interesting. And we'll add, I think, Jude Thaddeus, Helper in Desperate Cases. It's like a little Catholic booklet of some sort. 1934 edition. And there's a Davy Crockett city service advertising comic book that someone did some graffiti on. And there's an Arm& Hammer baking soda ink blotter that is unused. I did have a bunch of these in my store if you're wanting a bunch of them. Right. And the last thing is going to be this. Something about Civil War soldiers being eligible to go into the state soldiers' home. So there's a couple nice pieces in there. You get the whole pile. 10 seconds. Sudden death. Neat advertising things. Thank you, Ohio. All right, gonna try a lot of these. Um, these are almost all black and white photos. I don't know. I don't know where I got them. I got a ton of them. Better not do that many. 35 millimeter, relatively modern. I think these were right around 2000, 2007 on that one. I don't know. There's a bunch of football ones, a bunch of kids. I don't know if there's anything great in there or not, but there's a ton of them. Around for $2, and if nobody wants them, I'll throw them in the picture box. All right, do it. That's an interesting hairstyle there. Unidentified. You didn't even see them. Do you want a stack of those, Ohio? I wasn't showing them. I've got like 50 pounds of the different things. What was it? I have these photos. I don't know. Somebody died and I got them somehow. They're like they're relatively modern, but they're estate photos that like almost all of them are black and white. It's like somebody just used black and white film. A lot of them are football players. There's cheerleaders. I don't know. Look at that. A bunch of them. Here, I'll run it again. Well, Ohio, not pass because you already got the last stack or big stack in your pile. You know what? You're going to get this stack too. I'm going to use up one of my shipping adjustments and send you 5 to 10 pounds of them. You're welcome, Christy. I sold some of them the other day. It's just I don't know what you could do with them. I'm sure there's some in there, but it's not worth showing one at a time. I wouldn't last very long doing that. Pittsburgh, PA. It's got some identification or something on the back of that guy. Got a well manicured beard there. Looks soft. Also semi identified of some sort in the back of that one. Bradford, PA. All sorts of damage on that. It looks like it's somewhat identified if you can read it. They're from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. Also identified. Erie, PA. 1900. Identified as just Florence. And a little kid wearing a rosary and a bigger kid not wearing a rosary. So what do we got there? 7 of them. On the cabinet cards, they're running $2, 10 seconds, sudden death. Thank you, Christine. Another bag of 35 millimeter slides, $2. It's running. It's a gallon size bag. Thank you, Brian. Oh, look at this pick. The corners broke off of it. It's $25. Doesn't have a year on it. Look, it's a Diamond Jubilee Stanford Hose Company #1. Oh, Adam could hang that in his bedroom wall. Adam's probably here. He's probably Brian or Brad. I'm not selling that. Does anybody want that? It's like that's bigger than my big box and it's unfoldable. I don't know on that real quick. Yeah, anytime I go there, I hang out in the back. And at one time, I was bidding on a photo of some farm machinery or something. And I thought, surely nobody else is going to want this. And he just bid me through the roof for it and ended up getting it. And that's what he picked. So what are we at? 1929. There's a whole bunch of them there. You can share them with your friends. Automotive and electric supply, billheads, Ajax Ironworks, more Corey crap. More of those. This is going to be a billhead. Several there. These aren't super duper antique. These are from like the 20s. There's some, whatever those are. Here's a Pennsylvania Railroad. There's nothing spectacular there. There's a few decent. Any photo loss tonight? I've done some. And there's a lumber company one from 1905. There's another couple lumber company ones. 1905. Pennsylvania Gas Company. There's some really fancy ones, but there's no fancy ones in that pile. There's a freight bill from the Pennsylvania Railroad from 1931. Some sort of attorney's letterhead. And a Valley Welding Supply memo thing. Yeah, it's okay. There's a bunch of it. It's running $2. Couple Pennsylvania Railroads. So, thank you, Christy. Oh, look at this. Thomas Motor Cars of Corey. A blank $100,000 worth of stock. It's immaculate. Well, a little bit of polishing on the back there. It's got a look at it. You got an eagle on it. It's an ugly eagle. Thomas Motor Cars of Corey stock certificate. And that's running. We'll put in the stock certificate. How about a Tagum Electrical Service pen shares from 1950? I'll add the Thomas Motor Cars. Lumber Company. Was that Ciota? Industrial Distributors Red Book. All this. Corey Building Corporation. Pretty nice little dog ear in the corner there. Oh my. And it is running. It's historical. If they were still in business, it wouldn't be as desirable. I don't know how many that was. You get all those ones up there. Thank you, Christy. Hotel Labonte. That's okay. She's up in the priority shipping, so she can buy whatever she wants at this point. There'll be no swearing on my part while I'm packaging it. Cooled by refrigeration. Hotel lures. 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 All right, this is going to be miscellaneous crap. I just pulled a stack out. Some more paper clippings with comics. No filler for your box. What does filler mean? Usually, it's if how many ever items you get, that's how many layers of shrink wrap everything is wrapped in. (1948) Congress of the United States House of Representatives. Oh, it's kind of stuck in there. Oh, maybe it's a letter from a famous congressman. L.H. Gavin. I don't know. Some sort of letter from a congressman from 1948. Lions Club. This come out of an envelope. A letter with some sort of lighthouse stance. You should be recycling all that. Let your cats play with it for a while and then recycle it. Monarch Airlines, 1947. That's going in there. There's another hotel letterhead, 1949. There's a Sinclair Oils receipt. There's a King Brothers Circus envelope. And there's a C.R. Montgomery Wild Animal Circus letter of some sort. And we're gonna go with miscellaneous contents of Red envelope. So everything there, one money. Well, if you send me a message, I can just throw everything in a box with no packing whatsoever. That'd be cool if everybody did that, and I could just toss them in boxes. I sent Bishy a picture of my shipping floor the other day. My Dymo label writer malfunctioned. I used an entire roll of labels to print maybe three. I think the labels were defective. Thank you, Christy. I'm not here to with me. So young Ohio. This is gonna be a lot. I don't know what they are. Just look at them. I don't know how you accomplish that here. Dover bought a really cool tintype during the flash sale thingy the other day. And when I pulled it to ship it, I couldn't believe the thing was still there. The hair was awesome on that lady. I should have taken a picture of it, and it was. She needs. You have to get her to show you a picture of it sometime. It was probably the neatest hair I've seen in quite some. That lady is identified. So we'll do that. We'll try that. See if anybody wants to have it $2. It's going to get heavy here. These are all in folders, all probably 19 teens or around then. Thank you, Brad. There's a carousel ticket, some playing cards and game cards, remembrance card. Somebody made a cheerleader. Or I don't know what she is. There's gonna be a lot, obviously. There's First National Bank of Faulkner, New York. Unused check. Majorette. I was thinking that, but then I thought maybe she was one of those oh Swiss Hill people. What do they call those? Like in Haiti? Whatever that is. There's a pillow for a I don't know. Tiny bird. Some more playing cards. No idea what game that's from. Oops. Aerial cart over the Whirlpool Rapids. There's part of a blue seal, probably silver certificate. Some Buffalo Sabres ticket stubs. Aloha from Hawaii. Souvenir coupon book. An NRA sticker. Oh, this is probably a good one here. Pilkey's Greater Buffalo's official street guide. 1924. And it probably has a fold out map. There's some Buffalo, New York. These are pretty nice. All right, surely that ought to be worth $2 by itself. These are pretty neat. So you're gonna get that whole pile of crap, and it's running. Thank you, Christy. I should have put a tray out there to throw stuff on. We're gonna make it easier to grab. It's right, Ohio. You should have been on that. You could have pieced that pile out for 2 hours and told everybody how to utilize each piece and make something beautiful. If you guys missed it, Ohio was on this morning. All right, there's some of these little blue books. I'm gonna try to sell a little lot of these. The Horrors of Inquisition. And these things are from 19. I don't know when these are from, but these are old, kind of rough. They're rough. What every girl should know. Old English ballads, representative men, and pocket theology by Voltaire. I forget when these things were printed, but they're on that yellowy paper that's kind of brittle, and they're not very blue. And that's running. You had a rough night, or Mr. Bishy had a rough night, or both of you had a rough night. All right, I'm going to run these blind. If they don't sell, I'm going to toss them in one of my flat rate boxes. I'm not going to show them. They're mixed. First day covers. Pretty nice condition. And that's running. First day covers. That many. Quite a few. Thank you, Christy. And do a lot of stereo views. And I think all these are from Sears. Sears Roebuck and Company. And I don't know how big this set was originally. There's ones with train cars. That's the stenographic department. These are in pretty nice condition. I think they're all Sears. Well, I'm going to flip through them pretty quick and give you a little lot. If it sells, I'll do another lot. Long distance telephone switchboard with operators. The Great Tunnel. On the street at noon at the factory. Pneumatic tube station. Telephone switchboard. The administration building. More of the administration building. The lobby of the administration building. These are all from the Sears Roebuck factory in Chicago. Are you going to get how many of I just showed you? $2. She was told to tattletale on naughty calls. Thank you, Ohio. Tattletale for whom? All right, these are from the same set. I'm going to run them blind. There. They're all Sears Roebuck ones. The same from the same set from the factory. And one more of those. Same deal. What would they do about it, Ohio? Thank you, Christy. Here's a little lot of greeting cards. This one's from 1979. These are greeting cards. I don't know what's in here. They're probably holiday cards of some sort. 1948. Probably used. You can use them for crafting or something. There's a little birdie in a cage. Everybody tell Bishy goodbye for a while. She's got to go farm. And that one's somehow, I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. That one's pretty. To my wife, a birthday greeting. The wife is puffy. That's a lot. $2. It is running on those greeting cards. Thank you, Helen. The flip side scene of that farming game looks very chaotic. Let's do another lot of checks. This is going to be probably several dozen checks. That was a quick farming. National Bank, Lawrence County. There's some Corey ones. Some Globe National Bank ones. The Corey ones from 1917. 1900 on the blue ones. These are from 1884. Quite a few of them there. Bank of Rochester from 1879. There's several of those. And the Frank Hardware Company from 1946. Those are a lot newer, but there's a decent amount. And the Old Colony Railroad Company from 1894. You're farming lobster and fish. So that whole pile is running. You have a problem with checks. How about receipts? You love them all. Thank you, Christy. There you go, Ohio. 1851. Boston Providence Railroad Company for advertising in the Boston Daily Atlas. There's a machine shop from 1855. The Fall River Railroad for advertising in the Boston Daily Advertiser, 1855. This one's all folded up. 1856. And Sleeper and Rogers for advertising. And again, it's the Boston Providence Railroad. 1851. And Old Colony and Newport Railway, 1865. Civil War era with the tax stamp on it. So what is that? That many of them. That's a nice lot. And that is running. 10 seconds. Sudden death. 1851, I think, was the earliest. Thank you, Christy. That lot is yours. That must be from some foreign country. I think this most of this lot is in sleeves. These are going to be CDVs. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Another one looks like it's probably from Sweden or somewhere. I don't know. It's chubby though. Don't know. You can pretend it is. Is that the one you were talking about? The Pacific Kid? If it is, it's very small chunks of jade. So, yeah, like 8 of them, 8 CDVs, and those are running. Probably got glass eyes. She's kind of, it might be the way it was in the. Nope, you take it out of the sleeve and she looks funny too. All right, I'm about ready to get off of here for the night. I'm getting chilly in my room here. Um, does anybody have any last requests of something that I may throw a big load of crap down there? And what do you want to do? You have to tell me where you want to go and somebody that can entertain you. Come ship for me before you go to work for Ohio. Hmm. Nope, Ohio. That's the one thing nice about me, my job. I don't have to deal with people all day or even see them. All right, how about do that? How about we do another flash sale from the buy now, and then we'll rate out for somebody. So we'll not do 5 hours this time. We'll do 5 minutes. We'll do 6 minutes so I can explain it. If you weren't here earlier, when I got a raid, I did a flash sale for 5 minutes, and we're going to do that again. If there's take a look in my buy now, and if there's anything you want me to put on flash sale, I will do it. I will take 75% off, and I will do the flash sale, and you can use it to buy now. You've got to be quick, because somebody else might like it too. But just put in the chat what you're interested in, and I will put it up for flash sale. And then we'll Bishy, you're a wonderful mod. And Bishy, the suburban Bish, she's the one that made that sign there. She's going to be modding for Chip and Sissy this Saturday. I think it's an ephemera sale. I'm not quite sure. Two young couples. Oh, I got to search and buy now. That would help. Okay, here's the two young couples tin type. 75% off, 15 seconds. It's running. Oh, they're Chip and Sissy are going paper palooza this weekend. So Bishy, you're going to be part of the paper palooza festivities. Welcome in. If you just joined me, I'm going to wrap it up and then we're going to rate out to Main Auction Company. See what he's doing tonight. Right now, I'm doing a flash sale for another 3.5 minutes. If you see something in my buy now that you want me to run for 75% off, put it in the chat. New old stock Arm and Hammer. Yeah, there's the zinc blotters. Run as a flash sale. So 75% off the Arm and Hammer baking soda ink blotters, unused. They are running right now. Thank you, Bat Mom. What's Maine selling tonight? Is he doing any antiques or is he? Ephemera. And I should get all this stuff shipped out tomorrow. I will try. It was super icy here this morning, and the mailman was here super early, so I'm guessing the Amazon truck didn't show up at the post office. He got out of there that early on and got around here this quick, as quick as he did this morning. Welcome in. I'm just finishing up on my ephemera sale. Are there any last requests for 75% off buy now stuff? Okay, we get that one. The pair of Victorian couples is running. Thank you, Brett. Alrighty, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna rate out to Maine. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks for all your purchases and bids. And thank you, Bishy, for modding. I'm gonna head on over to Maine. Thank you, Bat Mom. You're welcome. I will see you guys sometime. Let's go see what Maine's selling.